Keep trying.
Since the dawn of Minecraft, players have had the ability to place blocks and
Time to shine! Let me weave you a verse.
some painted by others.
Scatter!
Land printing has evolved.
Stray clouds converge!
Large, large-scale, highly important, and multiple advanced
Time to go! Witness the power of Gurwa. Rain outlines your fate. Let the world collide! Skyward! Scatter! Seize the skies! Ring cutter!
Rely on plugins and protection and chest protection. Why did this project have similar?
Show a new praise! Time to shine! Scatter! Skyward!
Or maybe they just haven't gotten around.
I missed?
Higher, higher! Hands like fire! Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of Gurwa. Know my sword. Let the world collide! Scatter! Make way for the Rain outlines your fate. Let my name echo in song. Skyward! Seize the skies!
Just wasn't brilliant yet.
Time to go! Not good! Know my sword! Witness the power! Show a new praise! Let the world collide! Stray clouds converge!
I was definitely a bit more comfortable with Chengchu instead of Yelan, I guess, but
uploading various videos of them being at destroyed.
it's the same performance.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
All the time.
You're toast! Strike is one!
Bye.
Coming at ya!
Servers and dependent as damage as possible. As I mentioned, server owners has experienced their losses as an option.
Observe!
Servers, people just didn't really Axe any server to extreme.
Hey there! Let's light it up! I'm going in! Eat this!
Anything.
Get them!
Try to
Break a leg! Unleash!
early 2011 being plugged into Minecraft as admin.
Proper send down! From the Messina with love! Haha! Chat!
So, if a player was banned from free servers, admit that they were banned. Strikes at your
Flag fly! And step! Strike is one!
and change primarily
Teamwork is dreamwork! Attack! That's the way! Haha! Watch out!
Servers and banning effectively banning.
And step!
Then there was also some drama.
Get them! Let's light it up!
It is leading to many players
Hey there!
admin pages
Coming at ya! Attack!
Yeah, I need to beat the first half
While
in 1 minute 30.
of griefing was eventually mostly resolved in 2011, but it's got better and server owners became smarter. Finding sizable server refund was now more difficult. Many servers around this time began gradually transitioning to an claim and chest protection.
It's impossible.
Which players seem to like. Aviation around the same time, although lasting until about 2014-15, game modes such as factions gained momentum on American servers where the sole goal was to raid and destroy other bases. While most survival servers did transition to Set
Why
up
is it back here?
did exist in sizable but the servers which had briefly enabled it was an era regarded by most as the golden era of Minecraft. The golden era of Minecraft, just like the one on my own server, OG-Network.net. If you are looking for a chill, relaxing, non-griefing Minecraft survival server, make sure to check out our new survival game. Others take on powerful dungeons and get special highlight partners. Subscribe or I'll read your bedroom as well. No pressure. Anyways, not long after this era, sentiment further shifted back to griefing, and while they did cease to exist, faction servers itself allowed independent time to
Things are about to get dicey. Shivana! Net!
and there was no longer
Invisible evidence!
players and stuff there. So,
Be amazed!
around I said, lots of game. Our base broken. That's however, I have had a special
Motion to compel!
briefing practically a iron base table. Gradually, time base shortened and the time it took to build a base increased. Back in 2010 and 2011, Grief Ace house the area. I am block by block without such a house could easily time frame. Nowadays, spaces take much longer to build as they are bigger, more intricate, and technologically advanced with less attractions and farms. With the abundance of resources in modern Minecraft and the ease at which it is to obtain items such as TNT, could easily TNT a sizable base in 10 to 15 minutes. That would
Might just be the 5 stars that have them.
hours to build, if not more. The disparity between the time it took to grief a base and the time it took to build one grew to the point where grief became unbalanced. Furthermore, griefing culture shifted over years, going from light-hearted trolling and spoilers and griefing to complete and utter annihilation, with the greater abundance of resources and knowledge players now have. As I
Is it
mentioned,
not part of
once
the
upon a time,
list
players
stuff?
griefing. They didn't like it to play these same servers, but over time, as we balance with players who
Maybe
like
some of the
griefing
newer
wasn't
characters that have them.
allowed and the players who didn't like griefing took to servers where it wasn't allowed. This meant that griefing culture developed rapidly, as servers became full of people who only wanted to grief. Much of the newer griefing culture is heavily inspired by servers like D, who prefer to remove themselves with the universe or grief them with boring
The fuck is Emily?
podcasts, rather than grief by type controlling, and unfortunately,
Alright,
that
I guess
culture
it isn't on the list.
My Minecraft server since its inception has had traditional style survival game mode, basically a normal survival server with some basic equipment plugins where you can't test the base and the only safe area is small. Griefing is allowed, but it's not anarchy. Initially, we tried to engage that old 2011 survival server type kill. Now, let me show you what the world is
Sometimes
like
the law
as
is
soon as
compatible with human nature, but sometimes the...
here, people instantly treat any server where there is no net protection as an anarchy server. Now, this kind of briefing sucks, it's ugly, and there is no functionality to it. You never used to see this on normal survival servers where you could grief back in the day. The surrounding spawn terrain would be damaged, but not lava casted in front of the head. Furthermore, my server also recently released a server with land, potential base, shops, other players. It's the opposite of the main CP for players who want a more relaxed experience. Players who decide to try it out from the main CP still try to grief. Some players intentionally spend days or even weeks gaining the trust of others so they can manage their land players and denizens who were they instantly griefed the bases. Other players figured out that they could kill players in the village and grief them when they had disabled by going to their bases, which you are spawning dozens of withers right outside of place that player over, making the withers aggro at them and follow them, then run straight to another place.
I believe Charlotte is new.
Where he leaving the annoying player who is trying to come shop the base to deal with at least 50 withers. Fortunately, not many players died as withers are strong plugins allow you to get high level chunk. And some players also picked faster than Shogun, but it was still very annoying. Oh, and let's not forget custom trees from our custom gen to create huge jungle trees that would reach into players.
Electricism mage. Hell yeah.
Any possible way to grief. We did resolve these issues and against it, so it's fine. Just goes to show that grief culture has got whereas just infuriatingly, we're in and when people play to like it is played solely to grief. It is no longer once. Here's where things get interesting. While some of the games being survived servers today are in fact unsquared loud, when I told you guys, over 50,000 responded, and overwhelmingly 76% of you guys said you would on servers with only 24%. This is strange though, as the griefing SMP on my server is more popular than the one. But why is there such a disparity? Well, it's likely because most players who dislike griefing tend to play smaller or private survival servers where do you like griefing, play bigger ones where
I promise to keep you safe.
Or it could just be that those who like are far more competitive and players, whereas those who don't like griefing are more casual, who don't play the game as much. I did this poll on my Twitter as well, and results were get to it. So we know what the general play base tends to think about griefing now. What about Notch, the pro champion? Well, the only time Notch has ever commented on griefing was in response to the streaming followers post where they discussed their recent ban from Minecraft for, well, griefing. That's a long story. We need to know is that Notch's response was simply, then don't know. He elaborated. I've been placed for such things, but we never really got a clear stance as to whether Minecraft would mind, and as far as I'm aware, Notch has not commented on anything else. I even tried to ask him what he was myself, and he responded to someone else's unrelated reply, making fun of my quick, funny stuff Notch. Okay, but what about a perfect distance still currently working? Game. Well, luckily, Minecraft developer Dogs did in fact comment on it in a response to players discussing style change spawners potentially being destroyed or briefed. He mentioned that in designing and Minecraft, they never prevent players from jerks, as is a sandbox after all, but do want to discourage malicious behavior. In relation to the trial chamber specifically, King Beagle's was finding grounds broken and destroyed, but would take some time as to not allow them. He then further adds that if players are jerks, the server can create rules reaffirming the fact that they don't want to prevent players from being jerks. So there you go right there. This is effectively Mojang's stance on griefing. They don't want to prevent it from Minecraft in the sandbox, but don't explicitly encourage it. Occasionally, in game design, it might make consuming, but ultimately they leave it up to the server owners to manage and tolerate. Griefing is a part of Minecraft, that's clear, but players have taken it to the extreme and it's become they're likely going to end like 2011, where griefing could somewhat coexist in the Minecraft survival environment. So make sure to check out my non-griefing survival
Grant us your blessing!
Sleep with others, take on powerful dungeons, and get power. A special system, that all goes make sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.
As you wish.
Desperado. A Desperado piece is one that is already due. Captured.
Your time has come, buddy.
Seeks to inflict maximum damage before being taken off the board.
If I'm going down, you're going down with me.
In this position, the knight is already trapped, so might as well grab a pawn with it. Decoy. Decoy is a tactic that lures an enemy piece to a specific square where it gets ambushed and captured. This position, white sacrifices a pawn to lure the king out of the open.
Steady as stone.
It's the game of the brutal checkmate. Under promotion. Under promotion is a tactic where a pawn is promoted to a knight, bishop, or rook instead of a queen. This surprising move can be a game changer, often used to avoid stalemate or achieve specific tactical objectives, not possible with queen. Overloading. Overloading happens when a piece is given too many responsibilities at the same time, and cannot execute them properly. In this position, this pawn is defending two pieces, but as soon as one is taken, the pawn has to move to another square, leaving the other piece undefended. Rooks on the 7th. Placing rooks on the 7th rank can be a devastating tactic, as they can attack pawns and pieces, cut off the enemy king, and coordinate with each other to threaten checkmate. Discovered attack.
Let's make
attack
haste.
Happens when moving one piece uncovers its attack by another piece. Situation. The knight attacks this rook while simultaneously uncovering a check. King has to move, after which the rook is lost. 4. What happens when a single piece attacks 2 or more of the opponent's pieces at the same time? This position.
Perfect distance!
This knight here to form black's rooks, which leads to a material advantage. Smothering. Smothering often involves sacrificing material to force the opponent's pieces into positions where they block the king's escape.
Stupid. Blocking on the screen.
Clearance. Clearance is a sacrifice where a piece moves away from a square, file, rank, or diagonal to open up space for another piece. In this situation, the knight would love to jump to e6 to deliver a fourth, so the queen sacrifices itself to make the square available for the knight. Pawn breakthrough. Pawn breakthrough is a genius tactic in games where a player sacrifices multiple pawns or pieces to create an unstoppable passed pawn. In this position, white challenges black's pawn island, but instead of taking back, white sacrifices another pawn so that this pawn can promote to a queen.
Don't waste my time.
What occurs when a piece is attacked?
You know a thing or two.
Expose a more valuable piece behind it. This can immobilize an
Don't waste my
opponent's piece, making it an effective tool for gaining material advantage. Skewer. A skewer is similar to a pin, but in reverse. A valuable piece is in front and must move, leaving the less valuable piece behind, exposed to capture.
Watch out! Okay, my queen. Thank God
As
she's
you
gone.
wish.
She talks too much. It will kill me.
My blade!
Of course, sweetie.
Windmill tactic typically involves a rook and a bishop, where the rook swings back and forth, capturing material on each swing.
Steady as
It's a
stone.
devastating and often game-ending sequence. A mating gap is when you restore,
Perfect distance!
so that delivering checkmate is easy if given an opportunity. In this position, king is in a mating. Its 2 squares are currently defended, but if at any point, white can bring its rook here, or knight here,
You know a thing or two.
perpetual check. Perpetual check is a situation where one player can put the opponent's king
They still
check
need
continuously,
me.
and the king cannot escape the check.
Understood.
This results in a draw, and is a tactic to avoid losing when behind on materials. Zwischenzug. Zwischenzug, or in-between move, surprises opponents by inserting an unexpected move with a preceding or forced sequence. Deflection. A deflection is a tactic that forces a piece away from a specific or square that is important. In this example, the black queen is defending the square h7, so white sacrifices
Hey, wait a minute,
the
what
move,
happened to my...
forcing the queen to move, and then
Oh my
delivers
god, they
checkmate
put a limit to
eventually.
how many turns it can last.
Interference occurs when a player interposes a piece between an enemy piece and its defender. As a result, the other player can no longer guard the attack piece, and usually faces a significant material loss, or is checkmate. X-ray. X-ray is an attack where a
Give
piece indirectly attacks another piece through a
Finally,
piece. Because this vision is attacked twice, white can capture it. As if black captures, black will lose the queen. Undermining. Undermining,
Your
also
life is
known as
mine.
removing the guard, is a chess tactic in which the piece is captured, leaving one of the opponent's pieces undefended. White currently has a mate on g7, but this knight is defending it. So white removes the knight and proceeds with the attack. Passed pawn. Passed pawns can be a fatal weapon during endgames. In this situation, white can take advantage of black's open king and play rook to a8. Black's rook has to capture the pawn, as otherwise it will promote. Unfortunately, white can skewer the rook right after. Zugenswang.
This crowded tavern is getting terribly stuffy. They should really
It's a
open.
strategic tool used to force the opponent into a dilemma, often the loss of material or deterioration in their position. This position, white plays the brilliant sacrifice, rook to a6. Black only has 2 legal moves, and both lead to a checkmate at 1. Black takes the rook. This is a checkmate. Black moves the bishop. White will checkmate
Weird.
this way. Stalemate. Stalemate happens when a player's king is not in check, but he has no legal moves to play. It's real game in 1880. White is currently down 5 points of materials, and all hope seems lost. But White suddenly realized that his king had nowhere to move. He sacrificed the queen, and the game ended in stalemate. Brilliant. Double check. Double check is when a king is put in check by 2 pieces with a single move. The only way to escape a double check is to move the king, And in this position, white finishes the
I'm
game
too
with a
lazy
checkmate.
to change decks.
Battery. Battery is a classic tactical motif that involves aligning two or more pieces on the same
He
file
doesn't
or
know
diagonal,
you.
so they can work together to exert pressure on a specific square in the opponent's camp. Backrank. Backrank tactic occurs when a player exploits his opponent's vulnerable backrank
What's wrong?
to gain significant
Are you in
material
danger?
advantage. Counter threat. A counter threat involves responding to an opponent's threat with a threat of your own, often more immediate or severe. This position, white attacks black's rook, but black responds with a counter attack on white's king, and captures the bishop at the end of the sequence. En passant. En passant is a special pawn capture that can catch your opponent off guard. It occurs when a pawn moves 2 squares from its starting position and lands beside an opponent's pawn. The opposing pawn can capture it, and in this case, checkmate. Sacrifice. A sacrifice happens in chess when one player intentionally gives up material to achieve a larger goal. In this game, Paul Murphy sacrifices his queen for a stunning checkmate. Rook to d. Simplification.
The doctor will see you
Simplification
now.
is the act of exchanging pieces with your opponent.
Too easy.
This is particularly useful when you're up on materials and want to convert to it. In this situation, white is ahead in material, but knights can be tricky, especially when in time trouble. So to avoid having to watch out for potential forks all the time, white decides to trade down into a winning endgame position. This is a very smart decision as winning this endgame is very mechanical and can be done without much thinking.
Let's make haste.
Give up.
Taking a turn for the better.
I will protect you.
Who the hell is Peacemaker?
Pause team 2 holding up.
Team 2, check set point, bravo!
I know Peacemaker has a bomb in his head, and so is forced to follow orders from the American government, but just for the sake of this movement from being chalked off, I will be charging the point of view of the island he takes place in, Corto Maltese. He just snuck on the island as an American spy.
Failed mission. We find out anyway.
No rest for the wicked.
Find out you have personalized license plate. You done.
I promise to keep you safe.
God damn it, in our way.
Ha! So easy.
One with the force.
Sorry, kid.
These are spoilers, isn't it? Whatever, I don't even care. I just want some background noise.
As they shot at the same time, rather than shooting second to defend themselves. And from my observation, it looked like this man shot first. I mean, this ain't no answer of shot, conspiracy, whatever. The felony murder being so fine. In the scenario that Bloodsport died. And one final point is that Bloodsport will not get the charge, as he's defending Ratcatcher and fellow colleague. All in all, I think this will be enough to charge him.
Hear my prayer! As you wish. I must leave no stone unturned.
A bitter pill to swallow.
This takes place in the state of Washington, where it's been legal to smoke weed since 2012.
Let's make haste.
Remember, health comes first.
Fireflies. They're not what you think. Now. Who's gonna win that fight?
I think it's clear it's attempted murder by Iota. Even though there was no plan, there was clearly intention, knowledge. Someone's chest will kill them, it's like, and because of this, Peacemaker is an accessory to that plan.
This is the Evergreen Police Department! Open the door and come out with your hands up now! Listen up! Evergreen Police Department! Now! Fine. We have been told for Christopher Smith.
I will protect you. Time to clean up.
I shed this mortal coil.
This one's interesting. Peacekeeper, rather than killing the butterfly, kept it as a pet, despite knowing full well it's dangerous. Later on, while evading arrest, his dangerous pet goes and kills the lead investigator. How this will likely play out in court is he would get sued by the family
Reveal
of
thyself.
the investigator.
One shall descend once again.
Peacemaker with his dangerous flexible. His ego gouges out someone's eye, likely making him partially blind, if not fully. Reference to the Travis the chimpanzee from 2009, where someone's pet chimp did pretty similar. I'm not going to get into the details, as it's horrible. But that case would
okay.
Let's nip that in the bud.
But we'll get as big a charge since the injuries were not bad. But
Shit.
But they still need me.
there's a card.
Support Karina. How dare you?
Your life is mine.
I've not finished my research.
Card games do not appear to be my forte. Perhaps in the future, I should stick to medicine.
Child, and it was an accident. His dad, on the other hand, being the organizer of this fight and the one showing no regard for children's safety, is definitely one who showed foul play.
Well, go ahead and do it. I control you. Whether or not I kill you, you'll never be able to get the hose away.
Yes, he attempted to kill Peacemaker earlier, but now he's no longer a threat to his safety, and so self-defense arguments would no longer apply to him. Instead, as a heat of the moment murder, what he should have done is reported him to the police for attempted murder. Instead, he killed him. He's not the judge, jury, and executioner, so he has no right to serve him a death sentence. That's my job.
Interesting. This song is copyrighted. I must replace it. This song is copyrighted.
I must replace it. Now let's get into the kills.
Interesting. What? Whoa. What? I want to unlock Charlotte and the Assassin Mage. I actually don't need this anymore. Actually.
by the Consecrated Beasts. If you're not able to clear floor 11 with full stars, there's a really good chance that your account just isn't built enough. And so the first thing you want to do is, watch my guides for the individual characters, but also my character building guide, my artifact guide, my team building guide, my combat tips. Check out those guides. They're very good and helpful for getting you to that point where floor 11 isn't even a question. And if you're still having trouble and you think you shouldn't be, you either just need more resin investment or your Discord, and we've helped a ton of 36 star. I say it's really incredible. So we're gonna really focus on floor 12 today. And floor 12 is definitely, like I said, the hardest floor in Fontaine. I've cleared it a couple times now with full stars, and I have some thoughts. My first thought is the first side is way harder than the second. Like, the second side, you just need a decent team, and you can easily get all the damage you need. This is the single target. Second side is one of the easiest ones. Jade Plume Terror String, honestly kind of a joke. Perpetual Mechanical Array, not a big deal. And the Veteran Arithmetic Cancer Mech is a little bit tougher, but honestly it's not that bad. Because it needs, well, it can kill you if you don't utilize
Let me amuse myself a little.
That's gonna give you the most trouble. If you have Kazuha is great on the first side. That's the first thing I would say. I'm gonna showcase a clear today. I'm not gonna use Kazuha because I know that he's hasn't been a lot of people. You've been 36 starring through Fontaine, maybe you're having a bit more trouble now, you might not have Kazuha. Venti's also going to be decent, especially for the first two chambers. The third one is not. The other thing you can do is if you're really trying to get some attempts, or if you're just trying to get that 36 star, you can always go through the first and second chamber with a Kazuha or a Venti team, and then redo it again if you're having trouble with Iceman Suite, and you can bring a John Lee, because the Iceman Suite one-shot you if you're not being careful, especially if you're standing in a Bennett circle or something, you can really easily one-shot you. They can also freeze you, so it's pretty dangerous. Having a really good healer is very nice, very important, or obviously. So you can do that. You can go through chamber 1 and 2.
Let me amuse myself.
Too easy.
Because honestly, without a grouper, depends on what you have. You need to have really strong AoE for the first two sections. There's also some enemy manipulation, which I'll show you for my run. So yeah, I'm a big proponent of win with your favorites. So I'm going to build teams with my favorite character. And I'm also a really big proponent of invest in the best team for your characters. And if you want a 36 star consistently and not be super sweaty, I do recommend a little vertical investment for characters. I'll showcase a clear without much vertical. Because basically I see it this way. For every Spiral Abyss, you gotta have one of two things. Maybe there's three things. Number one, the right team.
I will protect
right?
you.
You need to have one of these three things. Number one is the right teams. Number two
Steady as
is
stone.
knowledge. And number three is vertical investment. You have to have all three. It's going to be easier if you have two out of the three. And obviously it's going to be a cakewalk if you have the other three. But any one of those three can bring it up. If you don't have good thinking on, and you don't have a good variety of teams, and you don't have any vertical investment, you're going to really struggle and you probably won't. So what do I mean by this? I mean that if you're playing a Raiden team, then maybe you do have for C2, maybe you do have Yolan's weapon, maybe you do have Farina's C1 or C2. This is what I'm talking about for vertical. I'm not talking about anything crazy, like not C6 characters, but you pick your favorites, or you pick characters that can go in. C2, Nagia, Farina C1 or C2, Nagita C2, from Novalet, and his C1 for his weapon, Raiden C2. Yolan's C1, Yolan's weapon, Yolan's C2, stuff like that is what, it's definitely not what you do by a long shot, but it's one of the ways that you make or Abyss clear stress-free. And I'm a big proponent of that if you want to have that option. If you're not like sweaty gamer mode, which I know a lot of people aren't, but if you want a challenge, I recommend not getting it. If you want a challenge, limit yourself. 4-star weapon. Limit yourself to C0 characters. That can make it
I must leave no stone unturned.
Gratifying if you're looking for that hard challenge. Honestly, C2 and no 5 C0.
You really know how to get me going.
It's not always a challenge, but with abysses like this, you definitely have to do pretty well. So the first team I want to make is I'm going to use a Navia team.
I promise to keep you
I
safe.
think we're going to do Bennett's Changeling, and then I think we're going to do Raiden for the first side. And I know this is a 4 or 5-star team, but this is
Hear my prayer.
We're going to use...
Look at me.
not optimal
Just
on this. We're gonna give Drumbow.
You really know how to get me going.
My slingshot is not leveled up, and she really doesn't want
As you wish.
for Favonius on this team. So Iridescent Hunt is actually
You really know how to get me going.
slingshot, so this is sort of free-to-play weapon. We're also not going to use it on C1 for this run. Simulate C0. We're going to run Canyon on Tails with Royal Hope, Electro, and Electro. So my Raiden is well built. Okay, there we go. We could actually use attack sands, but I like having a bit more energy for comfort, so we're gonna try. I definitely might get some black.
Time to clean up.
Showcase the stars. Oh, for the second.
Look at me.
But the reality is, if you're like, especially 5 stars, like you're not. I don't like 4-star only gears because to compensate for having 4 stars, you have to showcase extremely well invested characters. So it's like, yeah, you may be showcasing 4-star clears and 4-star only characters, but they're so well invested that by the time any play has that kind of artifact invested on their characters, they're gonna have a lot of 5 stars. So I'm not like, you don't need to have all these 5 stars. Like Jean works pretty much just as well on this team.
Absolutely!
Well,
I've been waiting for the chance to play Genius Invocation.
But you could use your Duke instead of my Raiden, and that would probably, well, I don't know better, it would perform just as well anyway. I'm a bit worried my Shiori isn't always too much health from Harbinger, but my Shiori's also Gimp because she doesn't have a Geo damage goblet, she's wearing Defense Goblet, so anyways, those are the teams, and the reason why I think
Absolutely! I've been waiting.
You should be wishing.
Why not?
for
Let's play
5
with the
stars
deck now.
you actually end up using. And 5 stars aren't always better than 4 stars either, right? Like, you could easily be counting on this plenty day out. Similar damage, and starting with Patient. This is one of those things. Oh, I said I wasn't going to use it. Basically what I'm saying is, even though this is a 5-star,
I'll take good care of everyone.
and that's kind of what and you don't have to have a 5-star. This team is mostly comfort, it's not the most basic powerful, and we would be a lot better if we had it. But again, we're kind of hurting ourselves. A lot of people don't have it right now, and they get their power.
Stay put!
Don't have enough. It's okay, so here on with, like I was saying, first half is the hard. If you pick first half in time, it's not that big. It's all about getting it. This is why we're not doing it. Then, okay, we're on the second half. Yeah, the first half wasn't kind of bad. It's back to time.
Just sharpen my skin!
And it's not using any investment that how the exact team actually should. That team actually has a lot of scaling for investments, like the Prolong, 5-star weapon, fortunately, this happened. So, no problem. Probably the second side, they were checking. So, don't worry about, like, I recommend also the second side. Again, this is for Masher. I like in the comments you're like, oh, you're not doing this and that. Yeah, and it's kind of by design because I know a lot of people.
What the fuck was that?
And it's not that I don't like, working a bit harder to get like clears, and that I don't like to do that sometimes. Like later on, I'll get my clears will get better. Like my first few clears are much worse than my other clears. If that makes sense. Like if I try to record it right, oh my god, wow, this guy's
nice and spicy.
Good damage. Yeah, this is not bad. Yeah, these guys, if you're not careful, because they've got the things on the bottom, they can really mess you up. Well, yeah, I'm not being that careful. though. And how's our team? I think we're doing okay. It's not 807. That's actually pretty bad. This team kind of trapped, not gonna lie. By Brigade Elon, I kind of talked about in my prep guide. If you don't have Elon's bow and Rodden's weapon, the damage is kind of weak. So it was a bit of my vertical investment violation, which really didn't with that. Vertical investment now is fun. I think maybe Navi is just so good. 30 seconds. A little bit tight. Yeah, no. Okay, now just because of skill issue or bad get a bow. I think we might be able to get a bit better here. Right? Get a bit more. Oh, we died. Thank goodness. Lane. Try and aim a bit target space. Fire. Because way over here, bro. What's the best way to put this together? I think that would have died. That would have actually done well. Okay, we're gonna try and hit them with our I know that was really bad just thinking of my abilities, but alright, let's get back here. Should have swirled. If I swirled, that would have been better. Oh, I just passed Thrilling Tales. That's not what we want. Almost died. Still on.
Ah, no, she's gonna freeze me. I'm an idiot.
Let's dance.
Oh, and I think this time we haven't.
Forest Ranger Collie, reporting. Wait, that wasn't right.
Oh my god, I just realized this is a freakier team. Oh my god.
But it's like, this is an example of okay play with decent teams and not really it's like above average.
Don't fear, Yo-Yo's here.
It's on the first half, we're also not like there's a geo construct, and we're not just not. So you can see this guy pretty switchy. This does not have a lot of it's fine. Just waste the entire.
Don't be scared.
Similar to the first half, damage is already so that was not easy. Definitely have. There's some survival. This one might be not so fun. I could honestly, I could deal with the second side harder, but the first side is quite similar. You need to have a strong team side, and my riding team is just kind of not that great. Now, I want to show you the difference, and I kind of like actually my vertical investment. So,
are you fucking kidding me? You stupid fucking game.
And I start using Elon's constantly. I'm gonna go through this, but just so you can see, just by changing those,
Just sharpen my spear.
What the difference is actually.
Should have paid attention. God damn it.
It doesn't matter, but I just love it. Oh, and by the way, the reason Kami is actually sort of fine, and it's very much. I just don't want to wait for the stacks, so it doesn't. Ryan, let's see the difference of a little bit of vertical investment. Not even riding C2, that would be huge. But not even riding C2, just a couple 5-star weapons. Just want to shred them. before getting in here. Do you remember how long it took the last time? Like, we were, well, like, London, but I would be surprised if
What do you know where this came from?
like,
Sacred
this
name,
is, like, so
Fortune
much
Preserver.
more comfortable of a clear. Get back here. Like, easily within the
Training Force Major College, reporting.
honestly, if you don't have the investment. And, yeah, that's just the way it be. We'll play a little better.
Come on,
Okay.
you gotta think.
Go! Boom! Easy. Absolutely nice. We'll go to the ER, sure. Right into locking card. Start with the skill this time instead of after. We're still not getting champion season. We're not wheeling. I'm just recording the video making right now, and you can see even this is like pretty night and day. Pretty darn night and day. We'll see how it ends up. But, come on, get back. I don't remember what decision we made last time. I'm sorry. Hopefully that It's still gonna die. Nothing can solve. You can't pay your way to not die unless, you know, I guess that doesn't work. Shenyan is a bit weak from not having good base attack for the healing. It's okay. A whole rotation faster this time.
I lost.
Funded died.
A few wrong moves and you lose the whole match. Chinese invocation
But
is
the
so
thing is, like, look,
complicated.
they're almost dead. Like, the difference in damage is so big. We'll get a bit of energy to start.
Was that worth it?
Resolve, there it goes. I'm not gonna use Chang Lane here. It's still there. Okay, Bennett. Let's get a bit of Bennett energy. Oh, we missed it. No, I don't know if that